Failed to log on to Forza game servers. Progress cannot be saved until connection is restored. You can try to reconnect now or play free play offline. Reason, failed to log on to Forza game servers. Progress cannot be saved until connection is restored. You can try to retry connection. Attempting to reconnect.
Attempting to reconnect. Forza MotorSport. Narrator, 1 of 7. Value selector, on, 2 of 2. A but, optimized narration, 2, off, 1 of 2. Narrator, 1 of 7. Value selector, on, 2 of 2. A but, optimized narration, 2 of, off, 1 of 2. Narrator, 1 of 7. Value selector, 2 of 2. A but, 1 of 7. Value selector, 2 of 2.
Come on, you piece of shit. Come on, you piece of shit.
I have an echo.
Come on, you piece of shit.
Sorry about that. I'm sure that's hell of annoying. Hella annoying. No, I won't be using any text-based communications while I'm driving. Thank you.
We gather at iconic cathedrals of speed, united by passion, driven by competition. We bond over every challenge, celebrate every second fun, and discover who we are at the limit. Welcome to a new era of motorsport. Welcome to Forza.
Valley is the perfect track to put the new Corvette E-Racer in safer. It's not a race. Won't be alone out there, so keep an eye out for traffic. The race line is your optimal path on track. When it's blue, be on the gas. When it's red, hit those brakes. Brake before the turn. Coast through it, then accelerate as you exit. Find the view that works best for you, but always be looking as far ahead as possible. That's just a taste of a typical practice session with light traffic. Now let's see what the final laps of an endurance race is like against a full field of competition. Next stop, Hakone, Japan. Plenty of laps behind us and only a couple more to go. Just one last pit stop for fresh tires, and you'll be in a great position for the final push. Track is clear to the left. Get on. Last lap. Finish strong.
Fuck.
Great race. Terrific driving.
Yeah, terrific. Terrific.
From open practice runs to thrilling wheel-to-wheel races, that's just a small sample of what's ahead. Ready to begin your motorsport journey?
Ready to reposition this fucking wheel, that's for sure.
Let's gear up for your new racing career. You can come back later to try something else or to check out what's new.
Speed Metal Crimson. If that's not his suit, I'll eat my hat.
A car's journey, from the showroom floor to the winner's circle, is the culmination of 1,000 little decisions. Every part, every detail, all carefully chosen by great builders who know what it takes to push a car past its perceived limitations, to find that extra tenth of a second, and in the process, create something that is a unique extension of themselves. Car's journey begins here. To become a Builders' Cup champion, you'll need to outsmart and outbuild your opponents before battling it out wheel to wheel on race day.
For our first series, we have a few cars for you to choose from. Each is a great starting point for you to build, so pick the one that speaks to you.
Subi 2019 STI. Good morning, sir.
The limited edition STI 209 may be the greatest high-performance Subaru of all time. Its compact turbocharged engine and all-wheel drive system is perfect for epic acceleration and remarkable handling. Can't wait to take this to the track. Here is where you create your best possible racing experience by adjusting the difficulty and rule set. As your racing skills evolve, try raising the difficulty to earn even more credits to buy other cars.
Hello. Did you join the party without your headset again? Wow, that's really loud.
Here we go.
Hey, there you are.
Here I am. I had my breakout box plugged into the wrong USB.
Ah. Well, you were definitely right about which car I was going to pick.
Told you.
But I'm pretty sure I know exactly which racing suit you picked.
Yeah.
Speed Metal Crimson.
Is it black and red with like red
Wiggly lines? Yes.
squiggly lines?
I
That
was
would be the one.
I was just thinking, well, because there's two of them. One's just Speed Metal Red, and the other one's Speed Metal Crimson. And I was like, well, of course he's gonna go with Crimson, and Speed Metal, shit.
Actually, didn't even read them. I just chose it based on the design. I did, however, already buy another car and pull all of my progress points out of the first car and put it into the other one.
Yeah.
My only problem with it is that it doesn't really drive like Gran Turismo right yet.
Yeah.
Like you barely touch the brakes and it fucking slams the brakes.
Yeah. Well, and I don't know if I need to like change the sensitivity on my wheel or what, but it's like I barely tip it to the left or right, and I'm on the other side of the track.
Yeah. I'm experiencing the same shit. I don't exactly understand what the problem there is. I did go change some settings up.
Yeah.
Well, wheel settings, you know,
Yeah.
trying to make it more realistic if I can.
Yeah. I got a new project because this table
Practice is your time
is
to
too
learn the
low.
track layout and how your car handles.
It's sitting
Set a
on my
target lap
knees.
time for you. If you struggle to achieve it, consider
So I'm
changing the
gonna have to
difficulty
build
settings before
something
the race. Now let's get after it.
to clamp it to, which shouldn't be too hard. Pretty simple,
No.
actually.
No, it's not too difficult. I just wanted to be fancy.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. If you had guess you would need some power saws in order to make that happen.
Oh yeah, I've got a circular saw.
Practice is
I
a
was gonna say, if you had a circular saw and a jigsaw,
you'll be racing. As you
you could
practice,
probably
you
rebuild
earn
this
credit.
thing pretty
Then you'll
easily.
be tracking your lap
It wouldn't look like this because you're not a
competition before the race.
15-year woodworker. But
Oh yeah, no, I'm not trying to build anything like that. I just want to build something I can put this fucking steering wheel on so that it's up off my
wheel
shoulders.
on. Well, then you might think about picking up um, one of those cheap simulation seats. So by the time you get done buying wood and nails, glue, and
I've
everything
already
else
got
that
it
you're
all.
okay,
Yeah.
from the project outside.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, this thing is hyper responsive, man. I'm gonna see if
Turn it down. That's what I did. Turn my brakes down. I turned my steering down.
so. The only way.
You can just go to settings, then go back out and see how it feels.
Yeah, you can do the game settings, but I mean, there's like a way to. Well, shit, I don't want to have to do that because then I'm gonna have to do it every fucking time.
What?
There's varying levels of sensitivity built in, hardwired into uh the wheel, but
Hmm.
you have to set them every time you fucking start the console up.
Gotcha.
Yes, let's
Yeah,
go
you
to
probably just want to
settings.
do the hard-coded wheel settings because they just have them set at default, and who knows what wheel they used. Probably a Fanatic wheel.
Controller. It's not what I'm looking for. Ah, here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Okay. Oh, hey. Maybe this switch here does something too.
Oh, are you running it on? Are you running it on? What is it? 360 or 540 instead of 900? You know how you can turn a wheel 3 times before it stops? And you can turn it back the other way 3 times before it stops?
Mm-hmm.
900 degrees of rotation. Some car games make the wheel stock like a GT2 or a GT3 car or an Indy car, where it only turns 90 degrees to the left and 90 degrees to the right.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking it's doing. But I've got a bunch of different little. I've got like little switches down here, or I've got a switch down here that's you can switch between sport, race, GT, and something else.
What?
Yeah,
On your wheel?
yeah.
Oh, that's probably what I'm talking about, the rotation. But this game is set up for 900 degrees of rotation, so it shouldn't matter.
And this is ridiculously advanced, which is why they call it advanced wheel. Steering axis dead zone inside, outside. Acceleration axis dead zone inside, outside.
Oh yeah,
Deceleration,
it's
clutch,
it's
handbrake.
got everything. Just in case you have everything.
Force feedback skills, steering self alignment,
Yeah, let's see.
and steering sensitivity. Aha. First, I'm going to try this little switch and see what this does.
I noticed your wheel doesn't have a clutch.
The fuck is this? No, it does not. Okay, well, I have no idea what that fucking switch does. It pushes the pause button, that's what it does.
Oh, really?
Oh, okay. That's kind of cool.
What's that?
So it's just like a little switch that you can hit instead of hitting the menu or the starter select button. So
Spartan's
all
playing
those,
Skyrim.
all those fucking all those little things that I was talking about, the little, you know, sport, race, GT, blah blah blah. That's nothing. That's for looks apparently.
Okay.
I'm like, why put a switch on here that doesn't actually switch? It just rocks back and forth, and have all these little, you know, selector labels. And then I'm like, oh, that's kind of dumb, but it's kind of cool because it's like you can just hit it real quick with your thumb if you need to.
Oh, that's cool. Just in case what? You're going into a corner or
You want to switch your view, you know, like
oh, okay. I never do that. I saw somebody racing in third person view on their wheel, and I was like, why?
yeah,
Just
like
makes no fucking sense.
what's the point?
Well, win, lose, or draw on this game, Forza Horizon is a blast.
Oh,
Know what I
I
mean?
already love the feel of this game, dude. Just by doing the 2 intro laps or whatever.
Hmm.
Like I can already tell I'm gonna love it.
Huh. You should really try GT then.
Like it's gonna take a minute to get my settings right and to get comfortable with it. But yeah, it's gonna be a blast. Go down to the steering
It definitely
sensitivity.
has more cars. Well,
That's the mapping between input and steering. Lower values provide a slower response near the center, and a faster response near full lock. Right.
yeah, it'll give you a
A little bit of wiggle room in the center.
yeah, it'll be what do you call that? Like a curve.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you cramp it, it's gonna cramp it. But if you just
Right.
wobble a little bit in the middle, it's not gonna do much.
Hmm. You can set something similar for your brakes, which I suggest, because I don't know if it's just my pedals
No,
or what.
it did the same thing to me. It's like I tried to tap them and it's not doing nothing, and so I hit them and it locks them up.
Mine's the opposite. As soon as I touch them, it locks it up.
Oh,
So I can't even
really?
race because I'm like sliding around every corner.
Oh shit.
So I'm trying to figure that out. It's difficult for me to try and like tune this for this wheel because I have so many other games already tuned for the wheel that feel great. I was even in Forza Horizon 5 racing around just to see if my wheel was messed up because it
Yeah.
wasn't working right in Forza MotorSports.
Right.
So I jumped over there to check it out, worked just fine, and I ended up driving over there for like 20 minutes, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I should back over and check this one out." And
Oh,
it's
see,
not even
yeah,
the same physics model.
it's already way better, dude.
And
Just by
just
changing
do.
that. I just changed the steering sensitivity
Ah,
and the one that we were talking about where it gives you the curve.
mm-hmm. For steering, they're showing
Yeah.
what?
Actually, I might want to turn it up just a little bit because
Okay, so that's just
yeah, if you have any trouble with that, like how you were saying it, like or how I was saying it, like you just barely tap your wheel and you're on the other side of the track.
yeah.
Go adjust that one that's at the very bottom. It's for the curve where like it'll only cramp it if you really cramp the wheel. Bring it down a little bit and see if that helps.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Ha ha ha. Like
This one is the one that fucks me up. Adjust the amount of steering used to automatically correct the direction of travel when no steering input is detected.
Oh, that's the centering, right?
Okay. Yeah, if you
So
just let
when
go.
when you let go and it just brings it back to the center.
That's what I thought it was, but it just sounded weird.
So it's asking uh, to adjust the amount of steering used when doing that. Is that what I'm hearing?
What's that?
It's asking how the amount to adjust the amount of steering used when it does that.
Um, yeah, just the amount of steering used to automatically correct the direction travel when no steering is detected.
Huh.
Don't know. I'm gonna have to play with them. The mechanical and pneumatic trail. So therefore, less fidelity. Crazy. Higher contact patch. Scaling this down will reduce the dynamic effect retired. I don't know why I'd want to scale it up or down. Doesn't give reason. I got that road feel cranked up though. See, well, because then there's this center spring scale. This sets the dynamic centering force of your steering. Larger values provide a stronger centering force, while lower values provide a lighter centering force. Lowering this value too much may cause steering oscillation.
Oh.
I have a tendency to crank that up to like really high because I like the way the car does it in real life. This controls moves the damper. This controls moves the damper decreases to preserve detail. Slipping. Lower values produce damper behavior.
See if I
Steering sensitivity. Would you put that at?
um. So I'm gonna go in and adjust that actually. So I dropped it down to. Let's see, where am I? I think I dropped it down. It was at 50. I dropped it down to 30. It's a little too much, but I think I'm gonna bump it back up to about 40 and see how that works. The linearity right below that, I dropped that to 30, and that works pretty good as far as not jumping me too far to the left or right just by wiggling the wheel a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
Um, so I'm gonna leave that where it's at. So I'm going with 40 on the sensitivity and 30 on the linearity for right now. See how that feels. Oh yeah, that feels way better. Because that way I'm not having to do like a full, like, I'm not having to cramp the wheel all the way to the left, you know, to take the turn. But if I do cramp it like that, then that gets me sliding. That kicks my ass end out. Yeah, I think that's gonna be my sweet spot. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to take that off. That's for sure. The braking
What's that?
assist.
Oh yeah.
Not only do I need to learn how to brake myself, but if I want to take that corner a little hot, then I want to take it a little hot. I don't want it fucking braking for me.
Yep.
Do that.
I I took off all the assists.
Global assists preset. Heavy assists. Maximum assists. How about minimum assists? And it still gives you braking.
Yeah. I cranked mine back down till I can get
Like
the
I'm,
steering and everything figured out.
yeah, I'm taking all those assists to minimum, and then I'll adjust each individual one. Suggested
'Cause they
line.
drive really hard in this fucking game, so like you need a car that's pretty responsive.
Right. Yeah, and that's what mine what my I was looking for that sweet spot in between, you know, too responsive and not responsive enough. Like I don't want it to jump to the other side of the track as soon as I tap it, you know what I mean? But
Yep.
I don't want to have to crank the wheel every time I want to take a turn either. I want to just lean to the left, lean to the right, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm purposely trying to fucking slide the ass in. Then I'll crank it.
I think all these cars in the beginning are either four-wheel drive or front-wheel drive, except for the Mustang, I guess.
Right.
Well, I got the best lap. That figures. Laguna Seca is my fucking track.
Red line appears on the track to indicate where drivers should apply brakes to slow down. Line appears on the track to indicate the suggested driving line. This line turns blue and is ideal for the
Yeah, that's comfortable at first,
What?
because this game feels weirder than any other driving game so far.
What feels comfortable?
Huh?
What feels comfortable?
Oh, having the braking line on.
Oh yeah. Do you have it set to just braking only, or do you have the full line?
Yeah. No, just braking on.
Yeah.
I know most of these tracks by heart now. So
Yeah, no shit.
but the only reason I know the tracks like I do is because they're in every game.
It says When a driver approaches a corner, this system automatically applies the proper amount of brakes to get the driver through the turn. In addition, this system applies brakes in certain circumstances to help avoid rear-ending other cars. Note, this may make it more challenging to pass other cars. No shit.
Slightly.
Ah, ABS on is probably about where I want to be. I'm not locking them up every time I touch them. Oh, hey, you might want to check on that. Check where your braking's at. If you turned it completely off, that may be why you're locking your brakes up as soon as you touch them.
No. I went back and forth with the brakes for a while. I just had to turn them down quite a ways.
Well, I mean, like in the assists, because in the assists, you have fully assisted, where it's basically taking over your brakes in every
Mm-hmm.
situation. There's partially assisted, where it'll only do it in the corners, and then you have ABS on, where it'll pulse the brakes when you press the brakes, and then it has ABS
Mm-hmm.
off, where it doesn't have any ABS. It just if you slam them, it or if you touch them, it's applying full pressure to the brakes.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have your ABS off, that could affect that. I mean,
Of
unless
course
you
I have ABS off,
okay.
but that's not why I was. That's not why my brakes were coming on super hard.
Oh, it was just in the
Because I adjusted the brake shit the wrong way. Now I'm kicking all their fucking asses. Now it feels a lot more like Gran Turismo. Derek would shit if he knew I knew that trick.
what?
So in Laguna Seca on turn, I want to say 5, it's kind of like a little elbow. And if you slow down to like, I don't know, second, or if you slow down to third gear, right? Where you can barely see the braking line, and you go to turn into that corner and you just fucking full throttle it, it'll it'll bend you down into that little groove that it's got in that corner, catch all your tires and shoot you out the other side. I think we talked about this before.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, dude. He was like, "Oh, I'd love to race Laguna Seca against you or something like that," and I was like, "That's probably not your best bet." This has been my favorite track since Gran Turismo 2. Telling you, man, if I was a sim racer when that one dude fucking won, he would have had himself some comp. It would have been me being one of the American boys.
Yeah.
I think so. I'm pretty goddamn fast. Just getting used to this track. She already comes through. Race starts in 5 minutes. Because I don't know if you've raced a race yet, but they give you like practice time.
Yeah. And mine right now, while I'm in the settings, says practice ends in 6 minutes 12 seconds.
Mm-hmm. This feels a lot better now.
All right, we're gonna see how this fucking works out.
All right, let's do the race. I think I can actually drive now.
I gotta figure out.
I'll give you one guess to what I bought for a
Uh,
car.
uh, do they have a mini? Did you buy a mini?
Mm-hmm. They have both of them. It's actually pretty tight. They got the GP2 and the GP3.
Huh.
So the GP2 is like the all coveted version of my car. Like they only made so many of them, couple thousand, I think, worldwide. And so they're like collector's items that get traded around the mini groups. But essentially, it's like it's got strut tower bars. It's got everything that you would want to put on your car once you bought your JCW. And it comes like that from the factory. It's also tuned up to I think around 280 horsepower instead of 210. So it's a whole other monster. But it's basically the unicorn version of my car. The GP they call it. GP2 and GP3. The GP3 is obviously the Gen 3 version, the 2014 and above, like my first two minis. Done up the same way. You couldn't imagine what they want for one of these fuckers, though. Like, you could buy a fucking Corvette for the same price.
Whoa.
Yeah. I think they're like 56 grand, 60 grand.
So where did you find
before taxes?
Where did you find the brake settings?
Deceleration.
Right, so I found the dead zone settings for that. Is that all
So
there is
deceleration, dead zone. Yeah.
Okay, so this
Raising this dead zone means less physical input is needed for full activation of the brakes. I have mine set at 45.
Okay. I'll drop these down a little.
The steering axis dead zone outside, I have that down to 40. And it feels good. What else? Acceleration axis.
What the fuck?
Force feedback scales at 155. Steering self-alignments at 100.
Why is it doing
This is definitely a different setup than stock. What's it doing?
It's like the wheel is inputting.
Oh yeah, it did that to me. I just ignored it and got the hell out of there.
Dumb.
Putting that fucking stupid music down. I turned the speedo off because I'm inside of the car.
Yeah, that's really annoying.
What's that?
The input, this wheel input is like fucking spamming.
Oh. Oh yeah, you're not using the drive hub like I am, so you don't have to have your controller plugged in.
I do have my controller plugged in though. That's
Yeah.
how I'm using.
My drive hub forces it. Interesting.
Huh.
Should get you a drive hub.
The drive hub.
It's a little square box with a tachometer or with like a, those lights for like your tach on it. And it's basically a conversion box. So you can plug any wheel, any pedals, any shifter, and any e-brake that they support, which is most of the stuff that we buy anyway. And you can plug it into anything. PC, Xbox, PS4, PS5, 360, whatever. It just makes your one wheel universal for any system. So, like, say you didn't buy the PlayStation wheel, but you want to play Gran Turismo.
Right.
You buy the drive hub for, I think it's like $80, and then you just plug everything to that, and you plug that into your PlayStation. Boom. It reconfigures on startup all of the inputs and makes the PlayStation think it's a PlayStation registered device. The benefit there is that if, say, you want to upgrade your wheel, right, but you don't have enough money to upgrade your pedals or your shifter, you can upgrade your wheel and then just plug it all into that thing, and it'll force whatever console it's attached to see everything as one instead of as separate pieces. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because I was looking at like a Fanatic wheel, like $1,200, $1,300, but then the pedals are like 400. The the pedals are like 400 and the shifter's like 200. So I wouldn't want to have to buy it all at once.
Right.
I'd want to just buy the wheel at first. But with this thing, I can use that wheel, and my Logitech pedals. It doesn't even have to be the same company. Shit is clutch. I can't believe you went and bought a wheel.
Why?
I don't know. It just seemed kind of out left field. You'll probably end up upgrading to the one that I have, just so that you can shift and use the clutch.
Yeah, because I'm like I want to try to do a manual, dude, but I can't do it with these paddles.
Mm-mm.
It's fucking garbage.
Yeah, and that's how I drive. I can't drive an automatic or a paddle shifter all that well. I'm too used to clutch in, downshift, let the engine pull me back, go into the corner with a nice speed that I didn't even apply brakes for. You know, I can't do that with other inputs. I wish Derek would use his. Jesus Christ. Did I ever send you a picture of it?
Yeah, I think so. Way back when he first got it.
Yeah. It looks like one of those setups out of the fucking movie. Good morning. Was used. Racing. Nick's racing. Oh yeah, you spied the mini. Did you race it yet?
Uh.
Take that as a yes.
What'd you say?
I said, are you doing any racing yet?
No, I got about 2 minutes left in my practice laps, and I've already rolled my car.
Oh shit. Yeah, this one's a little wily. If you want to play track racing, I'm telling you. Luckily, this is free. Gran Turismo is the way to go. It really is the best. I'm not sure if these guys actually scan their fucking cars or not. I think that's part of what makes Gran Turismo feel so balanced. Perfect. That is just tattoo.
So, okay. So now I'm having the trouble that you had, which is I'm locking my brakes up every time I touch them.
Yeah, I turned mine all the way down to like 40. Acceleration, dead zone 45.
All right.
My steering axis dead zone outside is 40.
Let's see. Oh my god, that's gonna drive me fucking insane, dude.
What's that?
Just how it's just like click, 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 click.
Ah. And I got some pretty custom setting. God dang it. My tattoos itch, so I keep catching myself itching them. I get goo all over my hands.
All right, deceleration axis dead zone. Drop that down to 40.
I put mine to 45. Feels pretty good. You don't want to fly off the track.
Yeah, that's true.
The other one, or the next setting that I set was vibration scale and force feedback scale.
You said steering axis? Steering axis dead zone outside?
Yeah, 40.
Oh. See, that's see, rather than adjusting the dead zone on that, I just adjusted the the sensitivity and the linearity at the bottom.
Steering sensitivity. I also have my wheel dampening scale up pretty high. I like the stiff steering wheel on my Mini. You're talking about what, steering sensitivity?
Yeah, steering sensitivity and then the linearity really is what did a lot of.
Yeah, mine are all at 40. I set everything to 40. Yeah. Load sensitivity. Ah, I see. I didn't look at that one actually. Scales how much the aligning torque is affected by the tire load fluctuations. That could send you off course real easy with like a little flit of the wrist.
Which one is it?
If it load sensitivity.
Oh,
Lower values produce smoother aligning torque but provide less feel for the tire load. Oh, provide less feel for tire load changes. But I like the feel. I have my force feedback cranked up to 155. So it felt good to me so far.
apparently it's time to race.
Yeah, I'm in. I'm gonna go race mine too. All right, now I fucked this up last time. Because you can pick your spot in the fucking. Interesting.
It's a stacked field today for this first event. Plenty of time to size up the competition before race start.
What position are you gonna start in? Oh, you're doing the Builders Cup.
I mean, you can pick your position.
Yeah, well, when you get past the Builders Cup, those 3 races, and you move on to the other races. I don't know what they call them.
Oh, sure. So am I racing? I'm racing versus computer versions of other people. Because you're in here driving a GR Super
Oh,
2020.
yeah, Forza likes to take your friends list and put them into the cars so that it seems like you're racing against people you know.
Ah, that's funny.
It's not their telemetry or anything. It's not like their track times or their ghosts that you're racing against. It's just AI with your friend's name.
Yeah.
Still,
That would be
they've been
cool
doing
if it
that
was
for a
their
while.
telemetry.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Right.
It's a lot of that's a lot of information to keep on hand.
have to have a lot of server space.
Yeah, that's.
All right.
I'm gonna start off halfway in the pack. See if I can take it. I think it's crazy. It tells you. Well, you'll see. It tells you what its projected estimate uh, of your finish is. It's like as I move down the list, it'll be like, oh, you're going to be between third and fifth of the list. It's like, no, between first and third. But then your podium bonus goes down. So like, which one do you make? It's like the further you go up to guarantee you're going to get first, the less money you get. Thirteenth place is the last place they think I could get first. So just let us like fucking jump. Oh yeah, they are. I just slam on your brakes, dick. Yeah. You're doing the Builders Cup still, right?
Yeah.
I do like how the performance upgrades definitely changed the car
Yeah.
in a big way. Get moving, boys. God, you guys just run into me all the time. The rearview mirror looks shitty too.
Oh, that guy just tried to spin me out, fucker. Oh, fucking cunt. I'm gunning for that guy now. Fucking dickhead.
One more lap.
I do like how it burns out on this one. I feel like GT doesn't burn out all. Come on, boys. Come on.
Boo!
24.
Yeah, I gotta figure something out with this fucking steering wheel, dude, because this is not working.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was your fault, bud. You're the one that fucking pushed your stuff off the goddamn road.
Fucking eat me.
Now, our levels up. We'll unlock new parts that we can use to increase vehicle performance.
Cool.
We're ready to head out for our next event.
That's the beginning of the game, though. I think I placed second in that race. They don't really give you a good car to fucking do anything with. What's it doing?
Huh?
What's it doing that's making you mad?
It's just too low. It's too low. It's sitting right on top of my knees.
Oh.
And it, so when I try to turn, my hands are hitting my legs,
Ah.
you know? And so I
Yep.
need it to be up a little higher. Because I can't feather my brakes and gas properly because my legs
Mm-hmm.
are in the way of the foot.
Gotcha.
So I gotta figure out how I can get this thing raised up a little bit.
Come on. Damn it. Fourth place. Fuck. Ugh, and you can't restart. God damn it. Picked the wrong settings. Yeah, I know. P4. 5 fucking races? Gee. A lot of goddamn races.
I don't need it. 2x4.